everyone! There are tons of videos online about the power of thought. Some say it works, others say it does not. But if it does work, why is it that some people manage to earn more money, attract their soulmate, or heal their body, and others, no matter how hard they try, get nowhere? Let's talk about that today. My name is Alicia, and everything you see and hear on this channel, especially in this video, is based entirely on my personal experience. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm simply sharing what I've learned from my own journey. Let's start with the most important question. What is a thought? What comes first, the thought that sparks the neuron or the neuron that sparks the thought? We don't know. No one does. What we do know is this: we cannot track a thought directly. It's not something physical. We can only observe its effects. We can measure the signals that neurons send through the nervous system. Those signals activate your hormones, your blood flow, your muscles, but the thought itself, it's something elusive, something almost magical. Where did it come from? Why did it appear there at that moment? And how did it trigger your brain to act? Let me show you what I mean. Right now, I'm sitting on this lovely chair. Suddenly, I have the thought, I want to stand up. You cannot see that thought. I cannot even prove I had it, but you can see what happens next. I stand up. That invisible spark triggered something physical, a real action in the material world. That's the simplest and clearest proof that thoughts have power. They affect your body, your reality, your world, and that's where it starts. Because in any practice where you want to shape your reality, the very first step is always you. You are the starting point. You are the one who activates the chain reaction. So naturally, the first thing you need to understand and work with is yourself. Thought, body, action, world. Your thought sparks a reaction in your body. Then, through your actions, you start interacting with the world around you. Let me give you a powerful example. Imagine you wake up one morning. Out of nowhere, the image of someone you haven't seen in 15 years pops up in your head. You are not even thinking too deeply about them. They just show up in your mind. Later that day, you go to your local grocery store, just picking up a few things, and there they are, standing right in front of you. You have not thought of this person in 15 years, and suddenly, boom, they appear. How do you explain that? This is a perfect example of how thoughts can shape physical reality. And it's not even something you intended to happen. It was spontaneous, which is what makes it even more powerful. This is what I call the second level of thought power, the unconscious connection between your internal world and the outer world. The third level, focused thought plus physical response. Let's take it one step further. Have you ever heard of Tatiana Chernigovskaya? She's a well-known neuroscientist in Russia. She often tells stories like this. She's deep in thought, pondering a difficult question. Suddenly, a book falls off the shelf. It lands open right on the exact page with the answer she's been looking for. That's not random. That's not just a funny coincidence. That's what I call the third level, when a focused, recurring thought actually influences the world around you. Tatiana didn't ask for a book to follow her. She did not plan it, but she was immersed in a mental process. And that focus created a ripple in reality. And the universe responded. The fourth level, lightly intentional manifestation. Now let's move into conscious territory. This is the fourth level where you start to intentionally shape your reality, even in small ways. Let's say you think, I'd love an apple right now. And as you walk outside, it just so happens to be apple season. One falls from a tree, maybe into your hand or your path. Sure, maybe it's just a coincidence. But when your thought is clear and your action is aligned, the world begins to respond. You are not forcing it. You are simply placing a small order with the universe. And the universe delivers. The fifth level, intentional, aligned creation. Here's where it gets big. Let's say you've always earned around $500 a month. You start working on yourself mentally, emotionally, energetically, and suddenly you get an offer for a job that pays 3 times more. That's not luck. That's alignment. Or let's go bigger. Imagine you are focused on manifesting a life-changing amount of money, like $1 million US. If it actually comes to you, that's level 5. It means you've mastered how to align your mind with your actions and your beliefs in a way that creates major changes in your reality. But let's be honest, most people don't get that far. And there's a reason. Why doesn't it work for everyone? Here's the truth. Your mind won't let you manifest something you don't truly believe in. That's why small things are easier. You believe they are possible. But when it comes to big dreams, that inner voice starts whispering, that's too much. That could never happen. Who are you kidding? That voice is your inner critic, and it's based on years of mental conditioning, habits, patterns, limitations. It tells you what's realistic and what's not. In a way, we are all living in mental blinders. Some are tighter than others, but we've all got them. So what do? You start small. You manifest something simple first. You see it come true, and then you say, that worked. You do it again. Another success. You write it down. You keep track of the proof. You build your own evidence that this works. And over time, something beautiful happens. Your blinders start to loosen, and suddenly, things that once felt impossible start to feel real. That's why journaling works. That's why gratitude lists work. Visualizations work. They help you focus on thoughts and guide them with precision and clarity. They help you train your mind to believe in your power and direct it toward what you want to create. But once you start setting big goals, you'll meet resistance, you'll meet fear, you'll meet doubt, you'll meet impotence. And in future videos, I'll talk more about those deeper layers, about how to keep your focus and how to truly believe in what you're creating. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this video spoke to you, even just a little, I'd love it if you left a comment below. What's something small you've manifested that made you believe in the power of your own mind? And don't forget to subscribe. We are just getting started on this journey. See you in the next video.